Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. Back to pass, it's Harper. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Navy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Navy, quick. Fine. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal forward
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3-and-out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Harper. Working the big fella to the corner. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get it. ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense with jumbo personnel. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Navy quick to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before...
Breaks into the open. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Touchdown, Irish! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And here comes the Navy offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now he'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about that on third and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Navy now in trouble here on third and long. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw. It's Harper. Fires toward the end zone.
11 guys on that side of the ball, executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Dropping back, it's Harper. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy quick to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one
turning it on! And he'll be brought down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Take a break to let him be checked 47-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run play action. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. They'll give it to the back. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking for a man, it's Harper. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Handoff to the single back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A high kick trying to pin them deep. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. No good. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Flowers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Deep shot for the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Mids trying to convert on 3rd down as we start play here in the 4th. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, insane.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The option look. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Punts it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 18 on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Irish send out, they snapped it to the up end. He's on the run. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked. Snap.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He makes a grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Navy offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try.
He wants to go deep. How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just
got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Notre Dame, 58, Navy, 0.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always just a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.